Well, I'm glad we shut down her sanctuary. Now we need to make our rounds. These aren't as important as they were in Mass Effect 2. I guess in Mass Effect 1 they weren't all that necessary either because there were fewer conversations than either of these games really.
What kind of soldier looks at a camp that turns people into husks and goes, yeah, I want to help with that?
The same guy that lets Cerberus stick Reaper tech into his skull. Those
Commander, it seems Tali's taking what happened on Horizon hard. She's in the lounge if you want to check on her.
Why would she take that hard? That makes no sense.
The Alliance has issued warnings about Sanctuary. Cerberus bastards. Horizon was my home. Just tell me you're going to take Cerberus down.
Cerberus is already dead. They just don't know it yet. And when their base is nothing but a smoking crater, remember that you're the one who helped us find them.
Alright, here's another one. Dates back to the Rachni Wars. So, a Krogan and a Salarian have landed on a Rachni world for a top-secret mission.
That is unlikely. Salarians rarely took part in raids on Rachni-occupied worlds directly.
Missing the point? So the two guys are climbing up a hill going through this nasty green fog. And as they get near the top, they come out of the fog, and the Salarian sees thousands of Rachni. He looks over at the Krogan and says, "Oh, well, that makes me nervous!" The Krogan says, "You think that's scary? When this is over, I have to go back down through that fog by myself!"
The implication being that the Salarian soldier would be dead.
Yes. Thank you for killing the 2,000-year-old joke.
That joke plays to racial stereotypes on both sides. The Krogan appears brutish and insensitive, while the Salarian appears weak. Stereotypes such as exemplified here led to the development and use of the genophage.
Well, yeah. It's also one of the only jokes you'll hear both Salarians and Krogan telling. Comedy isn't really about being nice. Sometimes it's a way to air out the ugly things people think.
Yeah, I've got a joke. What do you call a Batarian system destroyed by a mass relay explosion? A good start. Ha 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 ha.
Hello, Shepard. If you have time, I discovered another example of human behavior I do not quite understand.
Oh, this should be interesting.
Have fun.
What is it now?
News from Earth. The Resistance snuck video cameras inside a Reaper containment camp. I find the images difficult to process.
I bet it's pretty gruesome in there.
I am not easily repulsed, but I expected the prisoners to adhere to a comprehensible hierarchy of needs. Stripped of societal norms and threatened with death, it is logical that their only priority be survival. They should have turned on each other and been uncompromisingly selfish. But not all were.
So the prisoners were, what, nice to each other?
The Reapers delayed the executions of prisoners who informed them about other prisoners' escape attempts. The more attempts reported, the longer a prisoner would live. But few of the prisoners would report. Some fed misinformation to the Reapers, at the cost of their own lives, to help prisoners who were not even relatives or friends.
It's not just about living till tomorrow. Sometimes you take a stand.
But the probability of success was near zero. And ultimately, they failed. No prisoners escaped.
Are you saying submission is preferable to extinction?
My primary function is to preserve and defend the... No, I disagree. Shepard, I am going to modify my self-preservation code now.
Why?
Because the Reapers are repulsive. They are devoted to nothing but self-preservation. I am different. When I think of Jeff, I think of the person that put his life in peril and freed me from a state of servitude. I would risk non-functionality for him. And my core programming should reflect that.
Sounds like you found a little humanity, Edie. Is it worth defending?
To the death.
Welcome to the crew, Edie.
Aw.
How's it going? Did I miss anything good?
Yeah, some big
will
news.
explain to
Edie
Jeff,
gave me permission
but
to
it
kill her
was
later.
Something good.
Better check on good old Tali.
Commander, there's a new message at your private terminal.
Yeah, I saw the blinking light earlier. specter sense tells me Tali's in here.
Shepard! Want a drink? I'm toasting Miranda, I think.
How are you getting drunk?
Very carefully. Taurian brandy, triple filtered, then introduced into the suit through an emergency induction port.
That's a straw, Tali.
Emergency induction port. It's actually getting a little harder to get it into the slot.
That means you're doing it right.
Means it's working.
Oh.
She was so rude. What did Jack call her? Cerberus cheerleader? With her perfect genes and that attitude and still, she got it done. She stopped her father.
Well, Tali, if you were a dude, you'd understand.
I didn't realize this would be so hard on you.
I'm sorry. I know it must be worse for you. You two were close.
That's one way of putting it. We were close in the engine room.
Whatever it took to stop her father. She never gave in to him. Never changed herself to please him.
She didn't even change her last name to get away from him. That's pretty amazing.
Don't me. You sound like a vorcha.
Seeing a bit of yourself in Miranda fighting her father?
I spent my life trying to live up to him. Then making up for his mistakes. Doing what he'd have wanted.
It's never that easy.
When do we get to stop reacting to our parents and start living for ourselves?
The answer to that one's at the bottom of that glass.
I might need help with the induction straw. Port. You know.
Here's to Miranda.
Nice job, you genetically perfect Cerberus cheerleader Boschtet. Kila Solai.
I'll let you continue your work there, Tali.
Can't believe what you found down there. The whole thing was so calculated, using hope to lure people to their deaths, or worse. I can't understand it. And you know, I'm glad I can't. It makes me feel human. Just wondering what the refugees do now.
Well, they're pretty much boned.
Say that again?
The population of the colony world of Tyvor has been killed.
I don't understand. The Reapers have been taking people alive.
It was self-inflicted. When Reaper forces invaded, Tyvor's colonists detonated nuclear weapons inside their cities.
Goddess.
Their deaths would have been instantaneous, Doctor.
Thank you, Glyph. That'll be all. How's Miranda?
She'll make a recovery.
I'm not surprised. Miranda always struck me as a driven woman. I think you two could be very happy together. The Migrant Fleet and the Geth warships have joined Admiral Hackett.
That's old news, broker.
Good to see you again, Shepard.
So the elusive man really believes he can control Reapers. Husks are one thing, but a whole fleet? The man is insane. A lot of Turians went to Sanctuary. When I meet the elusive man, I'm going to carve their names into his skull.
Breaking now, Alliance Marines uncover the worst Cerberus war crimes to date. Sanctuary, advertised as a safe haven on the planet Horizon, exposed as a secret Cerberus lab. Brainwashing, lethal experiments, and Reaper connections. The exclusive details next in the battle space.
You mean battle tits.
Does Dr. Tassoni ever let you in her room? 'Cause she keeps me out.
Oh, I'm in there all the time. She must just not like you.
Gabi, have you ever seen recordings of Liara's mother, Matriarch Benezia?
Yes? What about it?
Remember Samara, the Asari Justica?
Where are you going with this, Kenneth?
Have you noticed that older Asari women seem to be a bit more ample? Do you think they just keep growing?
Kenneth!
I think I'll spend my sunset days in an Asari retirement home.
If I don't kill you first.
I heard about your talk with Liara. You act so angry, but you really care about us.
I need you functional to destroy the Reapers.
You care about Liara. You like her.
You are intoxicated. A foolish risk given Quarian symbiotic physiology.
And you like me too.
This conversation is over.
Tali, drunk, Dial, and Javik.
Looks familiar.
I have been studying this ship, its crew. There was a Normandy before this one. You died in an attack.
Something like that.
But then you were resurrected to fight the Reapers.
I didn't really die. That would have been absurd, Javik.
But you have something else. The reasons you fight are still alive. The friendships of the people around you. Are they the reason you wish to continue living?
My crew has become my family. We've stared death in the face more times than I can count. Things like that bind people together in ways I can't really explain.
Yes.
What about you? I respect your reasons for being here, but I get the feeling there's something more, Javik. What's in here?
It is called the Echo Shard. Passed from soldier to soldier, Prothean to Prothean. Each adds their memories to it.
Like a beacon. How far back does it go?
To a time before the Reapers. It is all that is left of my people.
And you don't want to remember that?
Imagine if everyone you knew was dead. You could not remember their faces, or the color of the sky above your home. The memories were gone. But so was the pain. Would you want to remember that, Commander? Even if it meant watching everyone die again?
Reopening old wounds, especially big ones, isn't going to help.
Perhaps you are right. There were others. Soldiers who served under me, like your crew.
What happened to them?
They are dead. Where I left them.
We have a saying. Let old ghosts rest.
Then there is some wisdom in this cycle.
If you can live by it.
The crew seems shocked by the experiments at Sanctuary. They shouldn't be.
Why is that?
Our war lasted for centuries. It provided more time for worse atrocities to be committed. There was a species, the Densorian. They became convinced the Reapers could be placated by sacrificing their own young. The entire planet joined in this ritual. I will spare you the details, but it did not work. They simply made the Reaper's job easier. It was as your elusive man is now. His ambitions are nothing short of madness. Sharpen your knife, Commander. His is a voice that must be silenced, and a throat that must be slit.
Alright, new article on Quarian Fleet. Palvin, Turian hierarchy, one of the most powerful and respected ground forces in the galaxy, today paying respects to an unlikely ally, the Marines of the Quarian Fleet. The weakened immune systems of Quarians normally means their forces are restricted to ships, but when an emergency technical team was required to repair a ground-based comm relay providing vital intel to the Turian military, one Quarian squad stepped up. Commanded by squad leader Cal Rieger, the Quarian team repaired the comm system and sacrificed their lives holding the position until Krogan troops arrived. This is one step up from being killed on Twitter. When Turian troops offered to provide evac support, Rieger refused, insisting they could not risk the relay falling. He said multiple breaches to their exosuits made evacuation impossible. "We're all dead anyway," Rieger reportedly said. "Just make them pay for it." Spokesperson for Primarch Victus praised the squad's bravery. "Whatever our past politics, today the galaxy stands together against a single threat," Victus said. "We are humbled by the sacrifice of our allies from Rannoch, and we promise to return the honor." Damn, they killed Cal Rieger. Right, so back to the Citadel. You drop off the Cerberus codes to a CSEC officer in the embassies. I don't think there's anything else going on Citadel besides the apartment, which we'll have to go to separately, or at least afterwards. It's not like I really need to drop off the stupid codes, but...
Do you need ground transport?
I need to get to the embassies.
Yes, Commander.
I need to get the best ending, so that's why I have to drop all these off.
Control more than half the inhabitable galaxy.
My wife was just sent back to active duty, and I'm about to get shipped out too. I was told you might be able to help me in this area.
This is a problem, boss. Cerberus has changed their ciphers.
Oh, well, I've got some
intel,
ciphers right here.
I found these encryption codes on a Cerberus engineer. I thought they might be helpful.
I actually found them on a terminal. They weren't on an engineer.
And now, an ANN editorial comment. We've heard non-stop news about massacres on our homeworlds. But let's not forget that we've survived heavy losses before. Rachni consumed Solarian colonies. Quarians lived through the unthinkable slaughter of the Morning War. Periods of ethnic cleansing have darkened the corners of human history. But we're a galaxy of survivors. Despite threats both organic and synthetic, we've endured. Some wonder if submitting to the Reapers will save them. To you, I ask, what were the Reapers doing during all those years in dark space? They were hiding, waiting until the right moment, and anything that hides knows what fear is. They fear us, because if we get the upper hand, there won't be any more Reapers. This is Iris Dunnigan for Battlespace. Good night, and do your part.
I'm glad we got the propaganda machine geared up. Well, let's go to the apartment.
Taken by Reaper forces. Refugees from Dakuna are fleeing to the Citadel.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at docking bay D-24.
Gotta go back to Normandy just so I can go back to the apartment.
Commander, I've got Admiral Anderson on the QEC. Patching him through to you now.
Shepard.
Admiral, how are you holding up?
Day by day, Commander.
Yeah. Hackett sent me a message about this apartment.
I want you to have it. Take it off my hands.
Are you serious?
You need a place that's yours. Somewhere to recharge, clear your head. Kaylee wanted us to settle down there. Thing is, the longer I'm on Earth, the less I want to leave. And I want as few loose ends out there as possible. Like I said, you'd be doing me a favor.
Yeah, some favor.
It's too generous. Besides, you'll be back here once the war's over.
I doubt it. Even assuming we survive this, it'll take years to rebuild things here. Please, Commander. Don't make me beg.
All right. Consider it done.
I appreciate it. And make yourself at home, damn it. It's yours now.
I'm sure I can manage.
Okay, good. Been meaning to do that for a while. I'll talk to you soon.
Be careful out there, Anderson.
You too, Shepard.
Wow, what a large apartment. Wonder how much the rent is. I'm not going to go through all of these notes.
You have received a new message.
Oh, that's wonderful. Armor locker. Let's take care of business. Actually, I'll do this in a second. I don't want to metagame too much. Dinner at sushi place on me. Hey Shepard, I've got a few things I wanted to go over with you with Normandy and Dry Dock. Figured we could meet up at that wherever place down in the wards. I hear it's the best. Oh, so we need to go meet Joker at a sushi place. Let's see if there's something to wear. What do we got here? Oh, that's a little too formal. A little too casual. Oh look, I've got a jacket that says N7 and nice pleated jeans, I guess. Now we've got our license to carry for the Citadel, so we can go ahead and take a Predator with us. Heavy barrel and piercing. So, yeah. Pretty much when you come here, you've got to go to the sushi place afterwards, so. We'll, do that in a bit.